Homeward Bound, Daily Devotional by Ellen G. White. The Key in the Hand of Faith, May 2nd. And all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing, ye shall receive. Matthew chapter 21, verse 22. What can the angels of God think of poor helpless human beings who are subject to temptation, when God's heart of infinite love yearns towards them, ready to give them more than they can ask or think, and yet they pray so little and have so little faith? The darkness of the evil one encloses those who neglect to pray. The whispered temptations of the enemy entice them to sin, and it is all because they do not make use of the privilege that God has given them in the divine appointment of prayer. Why should the sons and daughters of God be reluctant to pray when prayer is the key in the hand of faith to unlock heaven's storehouse, where are treasured the boundless resources of Omnipotence? Without unceasing prayer and diligent watching, we are in danger of growing careless and of deviating from the right path. The adversary seeks continually to obstruct the way to the mercy seat, that we may not, by earnest supplication and faith, obtain grace and power to resist temptation. There are certain conditions upon which we may expect God. There are certain conditions upon which we may expect that God will hear and answer our prayers. One of the first of these is that we feel our need of help from Him. He has promised, "I will pour out water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground." Isaiah chapter 44, verse 3. Those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, who long after God, may be sure that they will be filled. The heart must be opened to the Spirit's influence, or God's blessing cannot be received. Our great need is itself an argument, and pleads most eloquently in our behalf. But the Lord is to be sought unto to do these things for us. He says, "Ask, and it shall be given you. And he that spareth not his own son, but delivered him up for all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things?" Matthew chapter 7, verse 7, and Romans chapter 8, verse 32. If we regard iniquity in our heart, if we cling to any known sin, the Lord will not hear us. But the prayer of the penitent, contrite soul is always accepted. When all known wrongs are righted, we may believe that God will answer our petitions. Our own merits will never commend us to the favor of God. It is the worthiness of Jesus that will save us, His blood that will cleanse us. Yet we have a work to do in complying with the conditions of acceptance. Homeward Bound.